Hello and welcome to Monsters of Roll. We are in our bye week for Dawn of Dragons, and we are playing the Witches campaign for one shots using. Oh, I'm gonna do the thing. The Complete Witch Definitive Class by Mage Press. This is really cool. A lot of different subclasses in there. It's a really complex character, so it's not something I would start a newbie out on. But everybody here's doing fantastic, jumping in a lot of different options and cool stuff. Before we get started introducing everybody, I do have one big announcement that I wanted to share with everyone. Very excited for this. It is. I get this right. Nope. Yep. One shot. Nope. There. All right. We have an awesome new store at redbubble.com/people/monsters of roll.
Yeah.
Go throw some stuff in your cart. Rumor has it that there's a Labor Day sale coming up on the 6th. So go scope it out. We got a lot of cool designs and logos from Monsters of Roll, from Dawn of Dragons, and from our sister, the podcast, Dungeon Patrol. So go check that out. Throw some stuff in your cart and see if you like those deals. So,
I'll be getting a new hat soon.
That's it. So tonight we're doing our one shot. This one is called the Stonecutter. Last time, we started out. These are one shots. We're just kind of seeing how it's going. We started out a while ago with Death Rattle, which was kind of a big boss battle, 7th level, and now we're skipped back in time. We skipped back in time last time we did this for first level and met our witch characters at the first level for the Silversmith. This episode is Stonecutter. Everyone's at 3rd level. Stuff has happened since the last time. But before we do that, we'll go through. I'll call you out and introduce your character. Just briefly who they are, what their craft is, and if you would remember, at 3rd level we have familiars. So this is gonna be cool. Mick, if you want to start us out, who's your character?
Okay. I am playing Ninkasi. Ninkasi is a highly human-passing Yuan-Ti woman. She has bronze skin marked with gold. Her black hair would be in tight curls, except that she appears constantly wet and dripping all the time, no matter how dry the conditions are. This is because she, in addition to being a green magic witch, she is cursed with the drowning curse. She's a novice in her coven. She would like to introduce herself normally as the ancient goddess who gave humans the secrets of beer. She claims to have awakened from a cursed drowning death millennia ago. And she's constantly brewing her craft brews, and she is accompanied by an amber-colored pseudo-dragon named Hoppy.
Right. Amazing.
Stacy, you're up next.
I don't know if I can top that. My character is Gassi Zubella. She's a sky witch with a vision's curse. And she's got a little imp as her familiar.
Thank you. Scott?
I will be playing Alistair, also known as the Keeper, a burnt, cursed witch, part of the Blue Magic Coven, just a corpse burned body that maybe once upon a time a hunter of witches themselves, but now cursed to be one of them. Always looking for an angle on that, but is now accompanied by its own internal fire that has embodied a spark of a flame, his familiar named Ember.
Thank you. Catherine?
Yes, I will be playing Maple, a changeling, former top chef whose desserts were so divine. They were blessed with the curse of insanity. Their school of magic is gingerbread, of course. And their familiar is a little gingerbread grep named Lolly.
Thank you, everybody. All right, this is gonna be fun. And we coined the term last time, a choice of witches, right? It's not a coven because they're not formally part of they're each junior members of their own covens. They're
Or
a
lack
choice
thereof.
of covens, yes. So they are choosing to be together for this moment
For now.
in some way, shape, or form. And as we saw last time, this is why covens don't hang out. It all fell apart really, really fast.
Not a lot of conventions.
Yeah. Yeah.
4 complete witches together by choice.
Choice.
So speaking of choice, we will jump into the prelude here. So you have all survived the War of the Spoon. It was a brief, mostly bloodless, but also more than a little scary on occasion. After a few months of tensions and chessboard maneuvering, most of which wasn't disclosed to you as the junior witches at all, there was a sudden spate of hexes and curses being thrown around, deflected, redirected, and then suddenly some sort of detente was reached behind the scene. Lost items were returned, restitutions paid, and new truces arranged. As part of the peace deal, the senior witches of your covens have informed you that someone brokered a deal that the 4 of you work together to deliver a message to the Stonecarver of New Ched Nasad, a deep gnomish colony. None of you have any idea whom would have the kind of authority, power, and knowledge to make a request of the covens like this. And the senior witches in your respective covens are tight-lipped and seemingly mad about it. They're not saying a thing. You are all to meet and enter the enclave of New Ched Nasad precisely at dawn on a particular day. And unfortunately, you're each kept busy by your respective covens right up until the moment you need to leave for this new mission. They deposit you on a hillside at an ornately carved wooden door embedded in the side of a rocky hill, frostily ignoring the other witches dropping off their own charges. Each of you is left with minimum advice. We have no quarrel with the Sphernephlebum.
That's a fun word.
I have
work
been
on
there
that
when I
all
made up
show.
my
Let me-
own words.
I'm going to redo that one.
Take it from the top.
We have no quarrel with the Sphernephlebum. Keep it that way. The keeper, not Alistair, the keeper has been given a few additional curt words. What we do is too important. We are too close to achieving our ends to get embroiled in another petty war of the coven. Make sure your mortal does not get caught in mischief again. We'll douse your flame ourselves. Keep him in check.
Ooh.
Senior members of your covens have dropped you off, flown you in, flown off, disappeared into the hedges, skipped, and kind of dissipated into a wave of shimmery heat mirage, leaving the 4 of you and your familiar.
Oh, Foley work.
That's what you get.
It's been a while. It's been several months during which everybody was kind of hunkered down during the War of the Spoon. Before you, the ornately carved wooden door with images of large gemstones embedded in the roots of trees does not appear to have a lock. At least on
Maple's
this
gonna
side.
go up and pick at some of those gemstones because they're pretty.
They seem to be wood.
Oh,
Gemstones are wood.
It was carved.
It's so
a
shiny.
kind of a lacquer.
so shiny.
Maybe this tree has meaning. Is there any meaning behind the tree itself?
It's a tree.
No tree is just a tree.
This one is a tree. Is a carving? Is it bark? Do you think it's cinnamon bark?
No.
Mabel's gonna smell the door. What is it? What does
It
the door
smells
smell like?
very oaky, unfortunately, and
It's
not
not
at all like
cinnamon.
cinnamon.
Hmm.
Scotch bark.
Is there any writing on the door?
Nope.
Mabel will knock on the door. Boom, boom.
Nothing.
That usually works.
I would expect such things from such primitive people. It's a door. It's a tree. Just open it.
Does it open when we press it?
There's a handle. And you push. It's a pull door.
Oh,
You
it's a
it
pull.
open. Pull it open. So you are able to pull it open.
Truly, I have a
one
gifted
shot.
mind. I can do this.
Stop by
Wow.
a push door.
I can see where writing on the door might have been helpful. I will. Someone may want to leave a note with the management.
Maple will make that suggestion. Is there a comments box?
All right.
So pushing doesn't work.
It pulls it open relatively easily, and beyond is a
Oh,
dark, narrow, little short, probably about 5 feet tall passage that leads in and very quickly down. It looks like there's no
Maple
lighting.
will immediately shrink down by about a foot just to be able to get in there a little easier.
The keeper will step forward and stop right at the door and just light one finger, produce flame, and just on the outside of the door etch like a blowtorch, pull, and then emit more flame from the hands, lighting the passage, producing flame, and then start to move forward, guiding the way as a human torch.
All right.
I don't think that was very nice.
It's not nice to assume people will know whether to push, pull, or knock on a door.
Well, you should have asked.
I did when you knocked.
I don't-
Continue walking.
I think they'll see it that way. In your head, you'll hear, I don't think they'll see it that way.
You're right. And I'll come back, and on the inside of the door, I'm going to put push.
Oh, no. I mean, you're right, but oh, no.
Ninkasi will shake off and send Hoppy the pseudo dragon flying forward.
Okay.
And just,
Down ahead of the keeper, or just behind the keeper, or
yes, ahead of the keeper.
all right. Well, we're off to a great start.
I
This
will
choice of which
send-
is in motion.
I will send a little light in a humanoid form down as far as I can get it to go.
Ooh.
Well, if you don't want the fire, I'll put it out.
Well, mine's way. It's like
What? No, I was joking. I was joking.
Well, mine is going way down the path.
All right,
Is anybody walking in behind the keeper? Who's next in
Oh,
order?
yeah.
I'm a
I'll
sacrificial
walk in.
lamb.
Maple followed because they can't see in the dark. So
Okay, so Maple's following Torch Dude.
Yes.
I'll follow Maple.
Followed by Gassi, followed by Ninkasi.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. Just don't want to make everybody nervous. Nothing bad's gonna happen just yet. Yeah.
does it echo?
Hey, I've been on that side where I've told people nothing is going to happen. Bad happen. No, kudos. I almost believed you.
Starting to understand how you angered your coven so easily.
When Maple makes noise, does it echo down the hallway?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
there's a good echo.
They'll just keep saying random word like echo, 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 whoo, whoo, whoo.
And the super
like
it's a winding tunnel. Got Gossie's keeping the little flaming humanoid things up ahead, and the pseudo dragon's looking ahead, and the tunnel appears to be empty. There's nothing in this tunnel, and
And my humanoid form is beckoning.
okay, that's not
As
creepy.
we follow the creepy, light humanoid.
I'm not explaining who
yeah.
this is.
No, exactly. Yeah, and Maple's
really
doing her
creepy.
echoes. The
Hello,
keeper's
hello.
fire inside, which normally looks like normal fire in the eyes and all that, will shift for just a split second to blue. And a different voice, Alistair's voice, he's like, "Can you just be quiet a little? We don't need to advertise if there's someone who really doesn't like us." And then the flames will go back to normal.
And
The
then
tunnel ahead seems clear.
Maple will whisper, Echo, hello, hello, hello. Echo.
Perfect child.
All right.
Hoppy says the tunnel is clear.
Ooh.
and Hoppy eventually comes up to a like a widening in the tunnel. Right? So after following the winding tunnel that winds its way, man, I gotta fix my writing. The winding tunnel that winds its way via switchbacks and long, steep, and rocky descents for approximately a half hour.
Oh.
The path
good
widens to what appears to be a small receiving area about 10 by 10. So Hoppy would have seen this ahead of time.
Oh.
With stone benches carved into the wall. The only other opening is a small stone door, approximately 3 feet tall.
Ah, it looks like we're approaching the lobby.
This is a really long tunnel for there to be a lobby at the end.
Or a sub-basement.
Or a sub-basement. Or a cellar. Do you think there's wine in here?
Absolutely possible.
Who needs wine? I have plenty of beer.
I make a really good beer butt chicken.
Of course you do. Walking into the 10 by 10 lobby.
Follow.
Follow.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Wait, which ways does the door swing?
Are you testing that right now?
Oh, they can figure that out.
Maple will. They'll push pull. Like,
There is no handle on this one.
oh, well, there's no handle on this one. So push it.
Nothing happens.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Can I use my arcane awareness, detect magic?
Yes, it is magical.
Does it have a school or?
Abjuration, I believe.
Okay.
There's also something on the man, what would that be?
I don't know.
On the door, about where a knocker would be, there's a small white stone with a scowling face carved into it, kind of attached to the door, kind of like a knocker. So, Maple would have seen this probably as she's trying to push. Mabel maybe would have seen this as she's trying to push the door.
Let me let me see if Maple saw this or not. Yeah, actually, Maple did see that. Oh, there's the knocker. Blunk, blunk.
So the door is abjuration, and the knocker has a transmutation feel to it.
Oh, so as you go to reach, I was like, well, I would hold up. Oh, never mind.
Knock.
Absolutely. This is the best way to find out exactly what things do.
Nope,
Is
nothing
anything-
yet?
Nothing happened.
Can you open the door? I'm saying to the knocker to see if it will in any way, just checking to see if it's in some way that.
And you will hear back as you spoke to the knocker. You will hear back in your head. I will be with you in just a moment. Just a moment. I'll be with you in just a moment. Please have a seat.
Are there chairs or anything in this room?
Stone benches carved around the edges of this.
I'll just look at everyone. It'll be just a moment. Might as well get comfortable.
Yeah.
I'll go sit down and just kind of cross a leg and just.
Maple will sit down on the floor, like crisscross applesauce.
Directly in front of the door.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
Okay.
What would happen if Ninkasi, who is constantly dripping wet, sits right next to the keeper?
Ooh.
little steam motes.
Ooh, is it a sauna now?
It does start getting a little steamy in here.
Hold my hand. It'll be very pleasant for everyone in the room.
Oh,
Gossie,
young love.
what's Gossie doing?
I am just kind of hovering a little bit and kind of stretching and kind of just getting ready, trying to be away from everybody as much as possible, but not
As
paying
per
attention to
usual. Mhm.
I'll just kind of whisper to Ninkasi, who's next to me. She's an introvert.
How useless.
Maple has turned around and is just sort of watching them sitting there. Are they actually holding hands?
No, Ninkasi has taken a seat in the keeper's lap and offered him a beer and looks over at Maple and says, you mentioned cinnamon earlier. Do you have any on you that would make a delightful new brew?
Would I have cinnamon on it?
You tell me.
I don't
I mean, entirely possible with Maple.
You might
I
shake it from your
do.
nose.
I
Does
don't
Maple
think it's
have-
pumpkin
I do have
spice season or
cinnamon.
anything.
Shiv, does Maple have a rare titanium bracelet? Does Maple have, I don't know what Maple has.
Maple
I'm willing to
definitely.
believe almost anything that Maple has.
I rolled for
Me
it.
too.
Maple definitely has cinnamon. They will produce from a little like ingredient bag on their hip, just a couple sticks. I do, and
Wonderful.
hand them out to Ngasi.
I'm making a DM thing from now on. Anything that Maple says they may have, I think there's a fair chance. You pick the DC, you pick either the DC,
Do I
the
have
percentage,
a thimble?
and just roll for it because I can only imagine that they are constantly picking things up.
Everything.
Yeah, Maple's a
Rocks.
crow.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Now, whether they
Shiny.
hold on to it or manage to set it down
Right.
somewhere again is another right.
Right.
Maple,
That's the roll.
Is it okay if I pay you in cereal grains?
Yes.
Okay. Of which I have plenty. Barley or wheat?
Can I have some of each?
Yes, of course.
Maple is so happy right now. They're just gonna hold
Please
out
do
their
tell me
hands.
what you craft with it.
and hand it to Maple.
Maple just whispers everything.
I will
And then
say if
goes,
you actually
like confetti.
I will say if you do offer the keeper beer, they'll look irritated, but the flame on the hand will turn blue and the lips will turn blue as they drink beer. The rest of them is normal, like normal fire, but just that part is definitely like, oh yeah.
As long as we're waiting, we might as well.
About 20 minutes have passed since the conversation, since the sit down comment, and
It's a lot of waiting.
20
Yeah, I was
minutes.
gonna
You
say,
guys-
like, this is past a moment. I mean,
you
I
guys
get
have
it.
heard several
Amo-
really loud renditions of like row, row, row your boat with the
Oh.
echo as the like
for God's sakes, how long is a minute? Like, or a moment? Like, it's an undisclosed amount of time. I get it, but seriously, I will burn this door down.
a moment is as long as you make it.
Maple,
Eternity.
something is insistently pushing against you.
You're barring the door.
Oh, don't get out of the way.
The door kinda
Sorry.
swings. Appears to be on a center pivot, so it swings open and just kind of closes again automatically and disgorges this gray-skinned, short, 3 foot tall, short, gray, deep gnome, a Sphernephelbum.
How long were you pushing?
just kind of adjusting her very official looking raiments, very kind of dull colors, but very well put together, kind of inlaid with silver, kind of a stole type of thing over her. What? Oh, you were in front of the door. Oh, outsiders, uplanders. Yes, what can I do? And she sees Gossie, and her hand goes to her pick at her side.
Is that how you greet each other here? And Maple will go for their dagger.
My little fiend, go and grab the dagger. My dagger.
All right, so now Maple and a fiend are wrestling for a dagger.
No.
What do you and your kind have to do with us?
A good question. We don't know.
And she looks to you, Ninkasi, and looks at each of you then and kind of refocuses a little bit. She was appeared to have gotten focused on Gossie for a moment for some reason. I'm sorry. May I help you? She's looking at the rest of you and watching. She gets a little distracted watching the tussle between Maple and the.
Maple's just like holding onto their dagger, each tug the little fiend, but like paying attention to the.
Oh, I forgot to
person.
tell you all what the mission was.
For a message.
You
I don't
probably
know
can
what
help
the message
us.
was.
Wait, wasn't there a mission?
Keeper, you were given a scroll.
Oh,
A
I
locked
have a scroll.
A locked scroll. And now Maple
Oh, it's
has it
locked?
somehow. And Maple has it, picked it up. Just because. So
I
Maple
have a
now
scroll.
Maple has a
There's a
scroll. Yes.
Oh, but it's
Maple-
locked.
It is right. It looks like just a scroll, but that seal on it is somehow locked.
It's locked really well. I've tried.
Is it like a traditional lock or like a magical lock?
She's
you would probably
100%
say-
tried.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Right?
they've
Like,
100%
it's
tried to pick
It's a
this lock.
wax seal with it's like twine, fancy twine with a wax seal on it. And right, if Maple's trying to kind of slide her finger on her and
Yeah.
so that it's not that seal is not coming loose from the scroll. So you're gonna guess magical.
Okay.
And keep
Okay.
her with your knowledge, it would be
Hmm.
an abjuration or
It's
on that as well.
it's awarded. Yeah. Okay.
They're still picking at it. Like, I have a scroll.
You're gonna go blind if you keep picking at that.
I think
You
I think
you
this
have a
maybe
you have a
yours.
delivery. Did I
if
tell
you want to
anything
scroll,
about the mission?
I do. Yeah.
Did I tell
Here.
you about the mission?
Deliver.
Yes, I did tell it. Deliver a message to the stone cover of New Chad and Assad. All right, I'm not crazy.
Oh. Are you the
No,
I
the
just
message
couldn't
was.
remember. I didn't tell you
Are
what the
we
mission
the-
was. You have a scroll.
Is this
That is
the
the
message?
message.
Ah, are you the stone carver?
All right. Mission complete. Level up.
Oh,
This was a good one.
No. I am not the stone carver. You have
Oh.
a message for the stone carver, and she holds her hand out for the scroll.
I send a
I have-
message to Maple. Don't hand it over.
You
Just
hear
to the
Gossie's
stone
voice.
cutter.
Yes.
Where's the stone keeper?
My
stone carver.
message for the stone keeper carver.
Carver.
Stone
Cover.
carver stoneman. Carver stoneman?
The stone carver? The stone carver is working on a commission, I'm afraid, and not seeing visitors at this time, nor taking
Well,
new
I don't-
commissions.
I
You
don't
may come
wanna
back
visit.
another time.
Well, I don't want to visit. I just want to deliver the message.
Yeah, we're not. He's not seeing visitors at this time, and
I'm not.
will
a
not be
visitor.
coming up to receive it. I, however, can deliver it if you would like.
messenger.
like-
We said messenger, not visitors. Messenger.
Correct.
I, as the official topside greeter, am designated by the clan to deliver messages from the outside.
Can we see any sort of scroll of your own or anything to actually verify that you have such authority from your clan?
She kind of looks like fluffs the stole again.
Maple will fluff their own stole that they have now conjured from somewhere.
I highly recommend you allow us to speak to the Stonecutter because, and just pointing at Maple, this will only get worse.
The Stonecutter is working
On a commission, blah blah. No visitors, not
Not
visitors,
taking visitors.
as my companion just stated. We're not visitors. We're messengers.
or
Beer
messengers.
delivery. Beer delivery. That's what we're here for.
Good beer.
The Stonecutter needs to take a delivery of beer for his crew. Yes.
helps
Just
with creativity.
Standing there patiently.
Listen, you little twit. If you don't let me in here to deliver this message, I might get a little violent.
I'm going to send a little intrusive thought into her head, and
Okay.
it's just going to go, I should let them in. I should let them in. I should let them in. I should let them in.
And is this is a hex?
Yes.
What's it do? What's it do?
What's the DC?
Before I don't even know there's a DC. I just want to see what
Oh, wait. No, it is a spell.
it is. A spell. Okay.
Yep. They have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Maple might be growling right now.
Has to beat a DC of what?
12.
She blinks, shakes her head, and looks at you.
I smile wickedly.
Do not seem to endear her to you any further than you already have been.
Let's see here. Maple is getting frustrated.
All right.
As I
Okay.
mentioned, I am
Okay.
the official greeter of the top players.
So,
I-
So Ninkasi from the back, as she's drinking, could she nonchalantly cast sleep on the greeter?
Is there a? I can't remember the DC in that.
It just happens. You roll
Just happens? Oh, okay.
dice for
Yeah.
the
Sure.
amount of hit points they have.
Okay,
And
go
that
for
would
it.
be okay.
And is anybody else in that range? What's the range on it? For the
Maple
area?
definitely.
The range is 90 feet,
Okay,
20-foot
and then,
sphere.
20-foot sphere in this 10 by
Yeah.
10 room.
So, and I can
For the love
choose.
of God.
You what?
But you can see behind, like through the doorway.
Creatures.
right?
The door rotated like secret
Oh,
door
yeah,
style,
yeah,
like
yeah.
rotated and closed again. You can't see anything beyond there.
All right. I can't like discriminate on who I want to target.
You can only kind of start at one person and hit points go from there.
Hmm.
So odds are the second, maybe third, won't fall asleep. But first one, better chances.
Okay.
Mick wasn't here for the first time. Everybody was putting everybody to sleep.
Yeah.
That is true.
Seems to be
That
a
is true.
favorite tactic of this particular choice of witches.
All right. So
You can still do that, Mick, if you want. Or right. Up to you.
yeah, totally.
All right. Cool.
So I got total of 23 hit points.
So she yawns and just kind of lets herself down and sits against the not against the door, but against the side of the wall next to the door. You said how many hit points?
23.
All right, she's the only one that goes down.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you for seeing us through so graciously.
And she starts to snore.
Have a nice nap.
I'm going to walk over and check, go through the pockets. Is there anything
Yeah, I was
worthwhile?
just like, can I just like look through this?
She's got her.
Stop it, Crow.
Maple will bite you. Like,
She has her war pick in her belt.
I don't want the war pick.
I'm gonna take that and pocket it.
she's got
I'll
a
just, here, shiny.
handful of poison darts.
I want those too.
Take those. I'll throw them like 5 feet away. Like, yeah, over there. Go fetch.
I know what you're trying to do.
And you know you want them.
I'll get them when you're dead.
I'm already dead inside, so it's a step in the right direction. Keep going.
She has her stole and just clothing, and that's pretty much it.
I'm absolutely
a couple,
taking this
a couple silver bracelets with some very small gemstones embedded in
I'll
them.
just go cantrip, detect magic. Anything magical on those bracelets?
No.
Okay, then I'll just literally slide the little body off to the side gently and just, there, go through the rest of it. There's nothing important.
How many poison darts were there?
6.
6
All of them.
poison darts.
Can I have Hoppy take a discreet look beyond the door?
And Hoppy phase shift through stone.
No.
Okay.
And it was a war pick.
Yep, a war pick.
I mean, we have options if we really want to get through this door, I'll be honest.
Doesn't it just put like it just rotates, right?
Right. I mean, potentially if it's not locked. Just push on one edge of the door. Does it?
Well,
In
yeah.
any way?
And if it is locked,
Well, I mean, we can blow the door up. That's truly an option.
oh, delightful.
Nope. Yeah, no. You push on it, the 3-foot tall door, it's a little wide. You push on the one end and nothing happens. Push on the other end, nothing.
If I have the stole on, does it?
So Maple throws the stole on, pushes,
Yeah.
nope. Pushes, nope.
Maple's gonna grab their hand, the person who's passed out,
Yep.
and push it with their hand.
The door opens.
Ha! Ha!
Ah,
You even sound like a crow.
Right, push, and it very quickly like spins. So
I'm gonna run to try to get in.
Yeah, move through.
okay.
Maple will just bodily pick up this person and like push them in front of them as they walk through the door.
We are not weekend
All right.
and burnings. This creature.
Yeah,
Well,
that's exactly what we want to
Maple makes it in.
do.
Ah,
Can I keep pushing them so they go out the other way?
Put
And
The
out comes the
candle!
person.
Back.
And the official comes rolling out the other side of the door.
I'll grab the official and try the same thing.
Right.
Can
Again,
I just
3-foot
bunch
tall
up
door,
behind
so you have to
Gossi and
kinda-
just...
The two of you can make it through, yes.
Well, push through.
All right. The official comes rolling out of the door, Ninkasi.
okay. Just probably taking another swig and
Put the gray dwarf back.
I should join them.
Deep home.
okay. So I'll open the door with the Smurf Nibblin's hand.
Push through, or are you leaving her there? You're just opening it up.
Uh,
Are you
I'll
weekend at
open
burning
it up.
her through? Okay.
I'll open it up, weekend it, Bernie her through, and then lie her down gently inside.
Inside? Okay. All right. You're in about a 10 by 10 room. No benches here. There's another small stone door about 3 feet tall. Appears to be the same thing.
Looking down at the body, just...
Can Maple grab the silver bracelets
Mm-hmm.
from them and try the door again?
Yep. Nothing happens.
I feel it might be easier if we just remove the hands.
Won't they wake up?
I mean, yes, but they'll still be minus their hands.
Likely. But What if-
Maple will take the 4 pick and like try to take a hand.
Wait,
What?
what if a heartbeat needs to accompany these hands?
That is a possible thing with many spells.
Do these folk even have a heart? I don't know.
Only one way to truly know.
Everybody has a heart.
Not everybody.
You're right.
Can I go to the next door and see if it opens?
It does not
Without-
open.
Bring the damn. Bring it, and push its face against it.
Maple will go and grab the person. Person?
It's a
And
thing
just-
at this point.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Zeffy.
Grab the key and bring it here.
The key.
Here, keeper, I've constructed you a little joey pouch to carry the Swerfniblin in.
Is this like a baby Bjorn?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a swaddler, you could call it.
Oh, you guys are like a family now.
Burn us
cute.
all down.
So cute.
So pushing the key against the new door.
It opens. It's a
Oh,
quick,
this
it's a
is-
quick action shove. Roll me up. Roll me a strength saving throw just to see if you manage to hold on to it.
Strength. Oh, that's a funny one for all of us. Because I don't think anyone didn't do a dump stat in
All right,
strength.
let's do it this way.
Okay, -2, 12.
Hey,
You managed to
that's
hold
not
on
bad.
to her, like as you push her through, and as the body kind of slumps, kind of catches a little bit, and you manage to hold on to it and don't lose it on the other side, and you get carried through. Whatever the keeper was going to say, he's on the other end of the door now.
Ugh. We're gonna
On the
have
other
to
side
go
of the
back
door.
and forth.
Keeper, you're on
What do I see on this side just for danger sense?
more tunnel,
No door, though?
no door, more tunnel.
I'm just going
Kind of
to
a rocky junk, around the edges.
I'm just going to gently lean the sleeping key against the door and just.
Yep, pretty much.
Can,
And I'll put
Maple,
it.
So we can all go
Can-
through.
can we pick it up and can we pick this poor person up
The
and
key.
like the key and like
Wedge
wedge
them in
them in the door to keep it open?
Yeah. Kind of
Like just do the splits a little
Yep.
bit,
Kinda-
feet in each. Yeah.
pick her up and just kind of slump her in. Then
Yeah.
drunk.
There we go.
And it's kind of slowly pressing
Step over.
her into the Maple steps-
Eternal sleep.
I
Maple,
will,
you see more
Probably should
tunnel.
have waken up by now.
I will hover kind of like
and just float over her.
float like that over.
Maple will hopscotch.
Did you,
And
Gossie? Did you care if she died?
No, no.
That's actually very fortunate with this group.
She is still snoring.
Wow.
Really sound
Oh,
sleeper.
That's a really heavy sleeper.
Ninkasi, you can see through the door.
Yes.
More
I'll
tunnel, and your compatriots are over on that side now.
Is there
just
another
able to just
door in here?
crawl through, or is it taking anything special?
You can crawl through. Yep.
Okay.
Should we just leave
Shall join them.
the gnome there, or
Yeah, the door will take care of it.
I don't care to be trapped beneath the earth again.
Well, this door is propped.
For now.
I
Is it just
will-
like
Everyone
Hopefully
roll me
we
a
don't
don't
need
need
perception.
another
light.
key.
Perception.
Everyone roll me a perception check.
ooh,
Perception.
I'm
Like
much better
that.
at those.
I'm gonna use this dice. So
Shall. What about the familiar if it's out?
Yep, you can roll for the familiar as well.
Okay.
12.
21.
My familiar gets advantage.
Ooh.
All right, so that is Dirty 20 total.
Yep.
Got a 10 for the imp and 9 for me.
Yep.
I got 12, and Lolly is asleep in me pocket.
Okay. Keeper, you seem to be the only one notice.
Pocket.
There is a youngish looking, kind of hiding behind a rock just inside the entrance there.
Oops.
Like not looking, just kind of like
Perfect.
trying to avoid being seen.
So I will just do the rest of them. Just be like, so the tunnel awaits us, and then just real super like under like just there are innocent eyes. And then I'm going to just turn
And the
towards the
deep
rock
note-
and light up the produced flame and be like, "What are you doing there?"
Even before you say, as you say, their innocent eyes, before you can turn it, like as you're about to your dramatic,
Yeah.
you hear the like focus up. Where? Who? What?
Yeah. You interrupted something very dramatic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Do you
sorry.
want to try again?
Oh, if you would like to try again, yes. There, here.
All right,
Kind
perfect.
of hides. Everybody, roll me a perception check again.
I'll do prestidigitation this time.
Oh,
And
he's
do
not
fire-
as good this time, but
I'll do fireworks out of my hands, and just to entertain, and just be like, "You've won a prize. What are you doing in this hallway? How can I help you? Why are you here?"
Perception's 23.
23.
But
Cassie.
it's a 19.
19.
12 and
Yeah.
12 and 3.
Gossie, he disappeared. You don't know where he went. Keep a roll with advantage, please, because you know where he's at.
Sorry.
I guess I'm just kind of playing with my hair.
Oh,
and
even
fixing it.
22 this time.
Gossie, this is amazing. He disappeared. The other three of you can see him. Like, he's right there.
There's literally firework arrows pointing down.
Excuse me, are you the stone carver?
Pokes his head. Are we done? Are we? Oh, this is just like my dream. Yes. No, I'm not the Stonecarver. No, I'm not the Stonecarver. I'm his apprentice.
Oh, okay.
Satel Alabaster Smasher at your service.
Woo!
Delighted.
Great.
I was coming up to get you, and then and
we
then
were
The
expecting.
key
You
got
all-
in the way.
no. Oh, is she okay? Did you pull her out?
It's probably no.
The door-
there's
the door
definitely
finished
still.
No, damn it. I might have. I'm sorry.
Oh, is she okay? She's
Uh,
a stuffy.
Deep sleeper.
probably Maple will just kind of like pull them out of the door.
Still snoring.
Snoring. Just
Huh.
Ah,
There's-
you must work hard down here. She's very tired.
So
she fell
Well-
asleep on the job.
yeah,
You
that's
were
not
coming
good.
to get us,
Yeah.
young person?
Yeah, I was going.
Yes.
I-
we have a delivery / message /
for my master. Yes.
supplies. Yes. Oh,
Yes.
you
yes,
already knew.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So my master, Grinton Steel Chiseler, the Stonecarver of New Ched Nassad, took a commission and he locked himself in the workshop, and that was a week ago. I don't know where he got the commission. I was there. We were working on in the shop. So we were working on this really nice jade bowl. I mean, he was working on the really nice jade. I was assisting, right, kind of mopping his brow and brushing the things out of the way and helping. And then, and then he just sat up and he looked at me. He told me to go get some wormwood. That was weird. I don't even know where to get wormwood anymore.
You should tell the short version of the story.
That's saying something if she said that.
And at that point, what sounds like kind of a klaxony noise, like a klaxon, starts going, and he jumps.
Oh,
So, like deep down the tunnel, like.
Oh.
I did something. Kind of looks a little guilty and a little proud all at the same time.
What'd you do?
Might have done something a bit rash.
I don't like poison oak.
That sounds
Is
bad.
it scratchy?
You sound delightfully impulsive. Do tell
Wait,
what
I have
happened.
some here.
The keeper's just gonna start going down the hall towards the,
Oh,
the
that's
alarms. And just,
soft.
oh god.
That's
Yeah.
soft.
Yeah.
Thank you. He hands it back.
No, I don't want it back.
Tucks it
You
in
get to
his shirt.
keep that.
Tucks it in his shirt.
Yeah.
So he's wait, keep going. All right. Keeper, as you take about 10 steps. Unless anyone else has anything they want to do. 10
I
steps.
want to give the young Swerfnibblin a hug.
Affection.
Oh.
And I'm dripping wet all the time, so
Oh.
it's a really nice.
Oh. Yes. Are you okay?
I
Pulls a
am.
handkerchief out. Here.
I'm fine. You seem a little worried about your own
Yes,
circumstances.
Yes, as the yeah, so when I came back from the wormwood, right, the wormwood part, and the door was locked, and he told me to go away. But I'm always worried. I'm normally decide for everything. And he gets to that point, and then Keeper, you're stepping away, and in the ground in front of you starts to shift, and
Lovely.
something, this big clawy hand
Oh.
reaches up out of the ground.
Oh, the
This kind
best
of big
thing.
pincher grabs and pulls itself up, and it's filling this tunnel. And it's big. It's got this big kind of rocky, tough, leathery carapace, these large pincers, and this ginormous mouth on the top of its head, and one giant eyeball. And it's got 3 legs, and it looks down at you, and it is making grinding, rumbling noise, punctuated oddly with clattering and clashing. What languages does everybody speak?
Okay.
Okay. Common, Elvish, Primordial, and Sylvan.
Ooh.
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Infernal.
Common, Elvish, Goblin.
Common, celestial, sylvan, and infernal.
Someone remind me, is Terran a primordial language?
That is a primordial language, yes.
All right. Keeper, you hear it is speaking in Terran. Go away. You are not welcome here. Go away or I shall devour you and your gems. It's got a big old pincher, and it's kind of pinching and holds it right in front of your face like it's ready to snap that closed. It is a large creature.
Maple
That's
is
the
gonna
entire
cast. Maple's definitely gonna cast mage armor on themselves.
Okay.
Just like pink.
They have a shimmering field appears around them. I'm not sure if probably like confetti glitter decorative.
Ninkasi will,
It's definitely like that glittery sprinkles. Like, yeah.
Ninkasi will bark skin herself up.
Yep. We'll go Gossi, and then we'll come back to the person who is right in front of it. Gossi, are you doing anything to prepare?
I'm just going to try to shimmy to the side out of where he's looking, and then I will go unseen. That's a hex.
Yep. All right. Roll me a stealth check just to see if you can duck behind somebody.
Oh my gosh. I gotta change dice.
If it's anything like, if you're doing anything like invisibility, she would have advantage for just being invisible. If you're doing
Right,
it
but
that way.
if she's
just,
trying to hide to disguise where she is when she goes invisible is what I.
No, that's fine. I was just trying to help a fellow player.
Yep.
I appreciate you.
Like,
I don't
I got
appreciate the DM very much.
Woo.
I rolled a 2.
There must be a day that ends in Y. It's something. You got a 2. Okay. All right. So you do go invisible. It's just a matter of, right, you weren't behind or out of eyesight as far as you can. Like, it's not a huge tunnel. It's taking up the entire tunnel. It's got a ginormous eye. You don't feel that there's really anywhere for you to like duck behind and then just suddenly disappear. So you are invisible. It's just a matter of it saw you go invisible, potentially. Deeper, Alistair.
Yeah, ironically, the flames kind of sputter for a second and then do go full blue.
Yep.
And in Primordial, all right, Tin Can, what's it going to take to be authorized? Otherwise, I will blow through you.
Go away.
We are certified messengers to bring a message to the Stone Carver. Do you want to
slams its hand into the earth and kind of feel this kind of shaking rumble?
I'm going to look back to the others. Well, -1.
Yeah, Gossie's disappeared. The snooty dark elf has disappeared.
He doesn't seem to be impressed, but seems to want to devour us and eat our gems. Turn back. Is it still can I still do things?
Yep.
Perfect.
Are you sure you have the proper translation? Gems?
I heard gems. I'll devour you and gems.
Go away.
Go away is a key factor in this. And then
One big eye
going,
just blinks, and then it just kind of squints.
Right. I'm gonna try something stupid. I'm just gonna be like, all right, you like gems? Is that a thing you enjoy? Can we
go away?
Oh, all right, going away. And then
No.
I'm going to step away, like just literally turn my back and start to step.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna cast Shatter on his glowing eye. So that's a second level.
I
Yep.
get.
Let me bring it up. It is Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
DC at level 3 is a 13.
Yep. And if I remember right, shatter like a loud booming noise.
Yeah, it's thunder damage.
Yep.
Objects,
Objects within.
no, a creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Ooh.
Key
All right.
importance.
Keeper slams a vibrating noise through it, shatters, or the shattering noise. It's still there. Gossie, I believe you were throwing mage armor on. So it's
No.
your turn. Excuse me, Maple, mage armor. Glittering. Yep. So your turn.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna toss a little bit of hot boiling sugar at like the acid blast.
Yep.
Hot boiling sugar at that face.
Yep.
That scares me.
Roll me an attack roll.
What do
How's
we
this go?
do here?
I will eat your gems.
No, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
So dexterity saving throw is 13.
Did it make its saving throw?
The Constitution saving throw.
No, dexterity.
No, I'm
Dexterity?
asking about mine because it has disadvantage.
Yeah, I rolled with disadvantage. I'm sorry. Did you
So-
want to roll some damage?
Well, does it take damage?
It does not take damage. I'll save you some rolling some dice. It does not take
All
damage.
right. No, I'm not a novice, so I'm looking at it, it's like, okay, keep going.
All right. It fails its dexterity savings throw.
Hey, this is 1d6.
Boiling candy flies
Boiling hot
through
candy.
its eye and you can see it kind of plop and sizzle. It's kind of skitter and sizzle on the ground behind it.
So that's 4 plus. Do you add your spell attack bonus to that, right?
To the stone, yeah.
So 9 total, if I'm doing
Thank
this
you.
correctly.
Maple, roll me an
No.
intelligence saving throw.
Oh gosh.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, actually, not terrible. We are 18.
Your candy flew right through it.
Oh, it's not real, you guys.
Ninkasi,
Yes.
you see, like very dramatic, throw this, boom, and then this little liquid candy goes flying through it.
Okay, Hoppy, let's get rid of this thing. Fly through it.
I'll just have Hoppy fly through it, and I'll follow Hoppy.
Hoppy
through
kind
it.
of looks at you, and then flies and through it, and right. Very proud of itself. Very
Yes,
proud of
and-
itself.
And I will
Gossie.
have followed it right through.
Yeah.
Gossie, you see all this going on.
Well, my little imp and I will hustle through, and then while I'm still invisible, say, "Come on, come on, come on!"
Maple and Keeper, those.
Oh yeah, yeah. Maple totally started just striding forward. Like it's not real, you guys.
The little deep gnome looks up at you, Keeper. I forgot about that. I've never seen it. It only pops in if non-gnomes are there. That was awesome.
You should probably go with the others before I get upset. The flames change back to
What was
Hustle's
it talking
done.
about?
You
What was
do
it
have a
talking
really
about when
great
it said
like,
gems.
Oh, those things eat gems.
Oh, but we're not gems. I don't have any gems.
No, it wasn't
I do.
real. It wasn't real.
I get that. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
The threat was implied to be real.
someone does have indeed a very great gravelly, like deep voice, by the way. Just gotta throw that out there. Chris, you have a really great deep gravelly
me.
voice.
I thought you were talking to the
Yeah,
this guy.
no.
Yeah.
Uh,
Why would she toss a compliment my direction? I'm done.
So, he keeps looking at Gossie. Like, yeah, if they see you, we're not supposed to have outsiders in here at all. But if they see you, they're definitely going to kill you, and then they're going to kill me for bringing you in here.
How can you see me?
Oh, you're still invisible.
That only lasts for one round.
Sorry, unless you
X.
cackle. If you cackle, then you can extend it.
I haven't cackle.
You're not going to cackle. You are going to cackle.
No.
Okay. All right. So you pop into
Since
existence.
my
then?
turn is over.
Yep.
My next turn. Okay, then I'm just going to be seen.
Oh,
and
so
I'm done.
okay. All right.
Okay, so he
So
sees me.
He sees you. He's like, "Oh, there you are." Yeah. If they see you, they're going to kill you, and then they're going to kill me for bringing you in.
Well,
The rest of
they're
you,
not going to get.
the rest of you,
They're not going to finish my job, so they probably won't get to you. But
Yeah,
I
no.
may kill you.
Why would you kill me? The dream said
not
that you guys
very-
would help me.
With
What
what?
dream?
The dream I had said that it
Yes.
said that you were all going to come and help.
Who? What?
Yeah,
It-
it said you were going to come help. So
Did
I
it
didn't
say
finish my
that
story.
In the,
Did it say that your people would kneel to me as a god?
I like
No.
that.
That makes a lot of sense.
No, but they don't like outsiders, so they probably won't like.
Okay.
So
Oh,
so my master,
Plan
right,
B.
so he had the commission and he locked me in or locked me out. But then 3 days ago, he's explaining all this as you're all some
Maple
of you
will
are
have
hustling down
put-
the tunnel, and
Maple will have
Follow-
put on the persona of the
official?
key. Yeah.
the key.
Got the stole and
He
everything.
kind of blinks a little bit.
I'm kind of tall for
You throw him off for a minute. It's like, I didn't do it. I didn't let them in. They came in. They came in with you.
No, it's me. Just keep it with your story. This your master. It's Maple.
And he looks and sees Gossi kind of leaning in on him, and he kind of sides off to the side. Look. So he was, and his, I'm assuming Keeper's kind of dragging along behind here.
Oh, yeah. Like irritatedly behind.
Okay.
He's really good at being irritated.
The amount of scathing just.
Listen, that was a compliment. You're really good at being irritated.
It's too late. Too little.
Too little, too late.
So, like 3 days ago, he stopped taking his food trays in. And so I'm worried that something's happened to him. But the light is still on. I can still hear him moving around in there. He's coughing. He might be sick. I'm really worried about it, but the dream said.
You stopped
And
taking food.
as he's
the
talking
food
right
bag?
over this as you're all hustling down the tunnel.
Why is the horn still going off?
Of course, we'll help.
Someone may have left the gate open so that the guard drakes could get at the lower farm.
Was that you?
He's like he's looking at you like he's really nervous. He can't like he's trying to figure out. He knows it's not the official, but he kind of look like the official. So like he's totally conflicted whether or not he should be proud about this or. So he's sweating bricks at the same time. He's got a little bit of a smirk.
Ah, young man, but you're so clever. We have nothing to lose. Just lead the way.
Okay.
That's a grand trick, dear.
Your dream predicted. We'll help. We're here to help.
Okay. So what's your plan about getting past the small guardhouse then?
What are the problems at the small guardhouse?
That would probably be the guards at the small guardhouse.
We'll-
Sorry. That was just so perfect. Probably the guards.
Can
Well-
you distract them?
Small guards should prove easy to kill.
We can't do that because we weren't supposed to do bad things here. I
Oh.
think, or we were supposed to.
I think we broke the seal on that one already.
Was it a harbor seal? You broke a seal?
Seal. It's
That's
a
not very
brewing
nice.
and bottling metaphor.
It's not
As it
very
were.
nice, though.
And
Like,
imbibing.
True. And urinating.
One is the
why would
same.
you put seal meat in beer?
Talk
I don't.
to them.
That sounds terrible.
Seal meat?
What am I supposed to?
Focus! Let's get the story.
Right. Story. Guards,
Which is
we got
probably
it.
why they didn't hear the shatter. But
Probably best that way.
Okay, small guardhouse. Can you distract them? We could do a dance. Do you know
How?
how to interpretive dance?
No.
I could teach you,
We could just kill all of them.
but I'd have to charge.
I'd rather not kill anybody or get anybody killed. The dream didn't say anything about you guys killing anyone.
What did
You
the
haven't met us.
dream- How did the dream get us by this guardhouse?
No,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just was supposed to come meet you, and it said you would help
Help do what?
help my master,
With what?
Grinch Steel Chiseler, the stone carver of New Ched Nassad.
Yeah,
You said
skip
that.
He
ahead.
took a commission, but he kicked me out. But I'm always with him. He says it keeps me from bothering the rest of the clan.
Okay.
Ah, wonderful. Yes.
You're supposed to help feed him because we've got this message that's I'm sure is the key to helping.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm going to point at Maple. I mean, she can look like the key. You know, maybe she could bluff her way past as invited guests that she was bringing into the inner sanctum
Yeah,
and
no,
all
we
of
don't.
that.
We don't
and-
let outsiders in. They all meet up in that receiving room up there.
Right, until they got special privileges.
No, nobody comes down here.
Okay. Okay.
Can you
Okay.
bring this stone carver to us?
He locked
Go
himself in the
He won't
workshop.
come out.
Yep.
He
Oh,
kicked me
oh,
out.
oh, we're just hitting
I'm normally
repeat
with him.
on
Yeah.
track. This is a
He
skip,
starts on the hole.
skip.
Where's the guardhouse?
Let's just go.
It's at the bottom of the tunnel here.
Okay.
It's just
You
around
and me.
just around that corner.
You and me are going to distract the guards, and they're going to sneak past us.
He kind of leans
Okay.
into. They don't know I'm here. I snuck past them.
Oh, see.
Well,
so
then
it
why
is
don't we just
possible.
do that again?
Let's go through that path.
We'll sneak past them again.
I kind of. He looks at all of you. Can you hide and look like a rock?
I can look
Yes.
very much like a puddle.
Yes.
Because that's how I did it. I looked like a rock, and then when they turned to look, then I stuck over and looked like a rock again.
I'm just going to walk through it.
Okay.
Do they ever look up?
Turn the corner. Maple turns the corner,
Yeah.
and there's a small, right? It's an enclosed, kind of like an arch with a gate. And 2 guards out in front. Are you all following her, or are you letting her get ahead a little ways? And you all have familiars that you could leverage to be doing some sneaking here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If anybody has anything, I am offering myself as tribute to be the distraction if we have bad like stealthiness, although because I have both features of distraction and stealthy when I need to be. So if we need a distraction, you can all get through and I can get through after. I'll look I'll in character. I'll just
Right. Maple's plan was basically to go and like talk to them while you guys
that works.
while you guys walk through, because so Lolly, being a gingerbread cookie essentially, has a distracting aroma. So
throw it off to the side.
Yeah.
Ninkasi, can you blend in?
I can levitate so long as they don't look up. Or
It's floor to ceiling tower.
All right.
15 feet tall at this point.
I am going to ask if I can do a thing way more liberally than I should be able to be.
Okay.
But it's at least a cantrip.
Okay.
Can I use minor illusion to constantly have us push to, like, we lean against the wall, just walking, and I'm just literally doing like the rock wall?
Yes. As long as you're not running, yes, I will allow that. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
That is what I will try to do for Ninkasi and anybody else who needs it, and literally make a curtain of rock wall between us and the guards as she's distracting them.
Yes.
Okay. Gassi, are you going along with this?
I'll just go unseen with my imp.
And just walk back. Okay. All right. Maple, you're up.
Yes.
Oh. She has a name. Mr. Sircontour.
Yes. I don't remember this person's. Catherine doesn't
You just
remember this
figured it out.
person's voice, but Maple does.
Yes.
So
Maplewood.
Does
As
she?
a changeling, that's just kind of embedded in your
I mean the mimic,
DNA.
yeah.
That's in their nature, and just by second they would have to like try to hard to not imitate someone's voice. And
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes.
Like a
yes.
mockingbird. Yeah.
Go for it. All went well with the meeting?
Yes, I got this scroll that I have to give to the stone carver. So I'm going to go do that. Do you smell cookies? This is the weirdest thing.
That is some good baked goods. All right, roll me a. You pick. What are you trying to do here with this? Persuasion, deception.
That's a really great question. We're trying to persuade them probably to
With advantage because
cool.
Lolly is with you.
Yes. All right. 22.
Woo! Yes, you've got them. Oh, you pull them off to the side a little bit, and they are. You don't think it's? We just heard the guard drakes got in the low. You don't think they I don't know, burned something? And
Oh.
what's that? That's too good to be like a burn. As the keeper's kind of moving
Right.
the wall along with everybody down the.
Yeah. Gosh, maybe you
Through.
should go check it
Now,
out.
see, you just elegantly just walk through, right? You don't need to mess with this. That's the keeper and Ninkasi are again close quarters. Again,
Little
I know
steam
it's
coming
happening.
from behind the
It's
rocks.
a little steamy behind that wall.
Ooh.
What are they doing
We're
behind
in
there?
to the cavern. All right.
Take your hand away.
Maple, you
Yes, that you guys should probably go check that out. If those, I mean,
but we're supposed to be watching the gate in case somebody would come through, but
Oh.
they all left.
yeah, they're gone.
Well, we should probably still stay here. I think they probably have most of the colony went the grown-ups and stuff went except
Yeah.
for kids and stuff.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll go notify someone on my way to the Stonecutter.
Yep. Yeah. Let us know if we can help.
Yeah, definitely. You guys are doing a great job.
You are all through. You are in to the colony.
Just a little mwah to Lolly
Yes.
once we're through.
Ooh.
I hate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Same.
You're welcome.
Same.
Nothing that sweet can be good for you. That's why,
All right. Welcome to New Ched Nasad,
Ooh.
a large cavern, several hundred feet across and up, dark, with only the faint, soft lights coming from inside several dozen side entrances around the cavern, as well as from what appear to be homes carved out of the larger stalagmites all across the cavern's floor. Looking around, you can see, with this very, very, very faint light, several large entrances. One far to the left appears to be a larger guardhouse, and then two others, one kind of same sort of direction off on the left, and then across the cavern is a kind of a smaller, large opening.
Which way do we go?
Oh, sorry. Yep. And then pops up next to you,
Oh,
took a full advantage of the stone wall to hide along with, and
you're really good at that.
these two are really friendly.
He got a good
Yeah.
steam while he was in there.
Yeah.
It's like,
Things
no
are
wrinkles
getting
on those
His
clothes.
skin is really nice and glowy.
things are getting steamy.
Humidity, I get it.
so there's the big guardhouse that goes to the low road. That's the big trading road, and then there's the mines and the lower farms, and then that.
Okay,
to,
that's-
to the small farm in the river.
Okay.
Is there anything we should be aware of on the way we need to go? Seeing as it feels like there are little tidbits that keep getting left out until
Yeah. Nobody likes a spam surprise.
What?
right.
What should I know about? What's the surprise?
No, you're telling us surprises. Is there anything between here and the way we need to go that is going to be a obstacle?
I don't know.
He
You
had a
came from
dream.
there.
How do you?
He had a dream. It's an
I-
omen. I think
I-
we'll be fine.
Don't know what might surprise you.
Anything that is hostile potentially.
Like the guards?
Yeah.
That would be one for sure.
Definitely the guards.
If they find you, they're gonna be really mad.
We'll
Any bad problems.
Let's go to where we need to go to.
There's gonna be two guards in by the small farm at the dock with the boats.
Why are we going to boats?
Are they small
He
guards
lives
or large
across-
guards?
Is it
They're bigger
is
than
it-
me.
is it the good ship Lollipop?
No,
Oh,
no,
I
they're
hate
just
all
two
of
little
this.
boats.
Oh,
But they're guarding the small
Bummer.
farm. They're bigger than
Is
me.
that-
He's trying to
is
answer
that-
all your questions at once.
I'm
Is that
going to
where the-
send Ember ahead down the road
Yeah.
we need to go.
right.
is that where the stone carver is?
Yeah, he's across the river.
Oh, that's weird. There's a river down here.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's really cool.
Ember and Hoppy should be able to scout ahead.
Yep, keep going. Yeah, we're going.
Okay,
All right.
okay. Let's go.
with Ember and
Poppy.
Hoppy. Thank you. And are you sending the imp up, Gossie?
No, I'm going to keep the
Keep
input
the imp
by
nearby?
me. Since
Okay.
there's plenty of scouts already.
So with your managed, there are some people like moving about just quietly, but they are kind of mostly holed up. So they're able to guide you through this rather large. You would guess there's enough homes, maybe about 200. Sverf Niblin.
Those guys. Snurds.
Sverf Niblin. Smurf.
Nerfs.
Dear Schneeblin.
Deep gnomes.
Sverf Niblin. I did it. Sverf Niblin. Sverf Niblin. Sverf Niblin.
Woohoo!
About 200.
Nibbling on what?
It's a small colony. Sverf Niblin. Managed to get through, and you can hear as you get closer to the smallest of the large cave entrances. You can hear rushing water kind of echoing through there. As you go. I think maybe you should do the trick again with the
Yeah. Okay.
because there's the 2 guards at the docks, but I don't think those boats aren't. So
I can
large.
actually assist with that if we all want to go at the same time.
Well, we can walk through the path and we can get to the bridge.
That's much easier. Far
Yeah.
more easy and less costly. Let's do that.
Okay.
Do I have
What
to
is-
go distract them again? Sorry.
This is the worst choose your own adventure child.
What's the
What is the
choose?
nature of the water rushing?
That's the river.
As long as we don't turn to the page that says you are died, like you dead.
I beg to disagree.
Back to the other page. You just reach ahead a little bit.
Because I like looking at the child, be like, I feel an end might be okay with him. And I'll just kind of like, we could.
Yeah.
Shall I
Maple will go
assume we do
distract
very
the-
similar distract? All right.
Yeah, Maple will go.
Yeah.
And this time
Resume.
actually pull out a couple like kind of crumbly cookies, but like
Oh, yes.
actual
All right.
cookies.
Roll
from
me again,
the
please.
pouch.
With advantage again.
I'll be whispering to Ninkasi, just like, I hate all of this.
That was a natural 20 for 26.
Woo!
Easily.
Yeah.
The cookies sealed the deal.
They actually
Oh.
ate the cookies.
Oh. I lost her name.
So do you do IPAs or are you
Zircon.
exclusively just
I,
Those cookies may have been laced with hallucinogens.
IPAs are an abomination.
I mean agreed.
All right. Managed to distract. There's a small dock with a couple of very small, like gnomish boats. Definitely would not fit most of you. Um,
I can swim.
And the apprentice is he's just with you this time. And he kind of tugs on your sleeve. Maple, you had a message for the Stonekeeper, right?
I do. I have a message for the Stonekeeper.
You're all able to get in, and there is a path that kind of leads off into this area. So the air here is really very humid.
I mean
Relatively low cavern.
Well, I mean, with
sorry.
relationship chicken over here.
I mean
Startling-
we're warming up to each other more and more as this goes.
startlingly loud as a dark, fast-moving river, approximately 40 feet wide, rushes past. There's more noise than just the river would account for, however, and you would guess that there's also a waterfall of some kind, not too far upstream in the tunnel, as well as somewhere downstream from this. There's a variety of mushrooms adorning the walls and floors on this side of the river, with a path leading off to the left. There's a small stone pier here with the 2 gnomish-sized boats and a guide rope. And right, he's already told you about the rope bridge for the leading the way along the path. It's not too far, about 10 minutes up the. And he just
What kind of-
stops.
Of the what?
Okay,
Of the what?
don't panic. All right, everybody roll me a perception check.
Oh.
At
18.
20. The horrible thing I'm going to see. 24, nat 20.
How does a natural 1 sound?
All right.
18 for Ninkasi.
Look at the water.
Cassie,
20.
20.
Maple's picking mushrooms.
Maple is
What's
picking
happening?
mushrooms. Like, there's some nice mushrooms. And some
Ooh.
fungi that you think you could turn into something pretty
These
spectacular.
ones glow.
Ninkasi would do the same. but
Everybody else sees
apparent-
the dark shapes moving up ahead, and they appear to be kind of this large, scaled head and these big barrel chests and these massive forelegs and kind of
That would be the drakes.
these large tails, munching happily, kind of shifting around, munching on the mushrooms up ahead. So
Maple,
don't
they're eating your mushrooms.
panic.
What? They're taking all the good ones.
Don't panic, but we kind of train our guard drakes to kill anyone who isn't.
It's a terrible thing to do. That's like that's racist.
Should be
rushing water.
My young friend, can guard drakes swim?
Yeah, these are come from black dragon stock, so yeah.
Son
Olympic
of a-
level.
Yeah,
um.
yeah, I got it. Okay.
Well.
Starting to sound like
Let's-
Winnie the Pooh.
Really good.
Oh my
swimmers.
god, now that you say that, yes.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother. I wasn't gonna eat it.
Are we still out of initiative?
Yeah.
Or are we going
Yep,
into
nope.
initiative?
Depends on what you do next.
Okay. Let's.
What I would like to do, is there any of this magic mushrooms in the area right here where we're at?
I mean, there's lots of yeah. You are in the middle of the small farm.
All right, I want to take some of the mushrooms,
Yep.
seeing as they're eating mushrooms.
Okay.
Hopefully, some of them, and I will grab them out of Maple's hand if there's
Excuse
glowing.
me.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna
if you
throw
grabbed
them
a
out
mushroom-
there to go away from the path we need to go.
It's like a 20-foot beach area here.
I'll
There's
throw
not-
it across the river.
Okay. You throw it across the river. The one's head comes up and looks and goes back to eating the mushrooms that are right in front of it.
you just wasted those.
Prestidigitation. Purr! Over there. To throw the sound that way of yeah,
okay.
to add to it and just
Anybody
There-
else doing anything with this?
Can I have Happy go fly over them?
Overfly them? Yep. Sure.
Yep. And then just maybe try to divert their attention
Okay.
to the other way from
Got it.
us.
Down further down the beach or across the river.
Let's go for across the river.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Gossi, are you contributing to this?
Yeah, I will create a minor illusion with a shadow that kind of keeps going just beyond their sight.
Okay. Leading across the river again?
Well,
Or-
kind of following the noise.
Okay.
That.
Oh, so there's a
So,
noise and then there's a
movement,
shadowy
sound, and
movement thing
lights.
over there. Got it.
Yeah, we got all this.
Excellent. All right. And Maple is complaining about the loss of the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Anything that
and
Maple
then-
would want to. Okay.
I'll send Lolly. Also, I don't know if
Ooh, and smell.
yeah. Basically I want them to catch the scent of Lolly and follow that.
Okay, just throwing this
So
out there.
I wanna,
The Hoppy could potentially carry Lolly.
yes. If that's a possibility and that's a thing that would
If you
I'm not
mention
sure
it,
if that
yes,
fits in
it's-
with Ninkasi's, but I'm just throwing it out there as a.
Take the sweet smelling cookie.
Maple, that would be hilarious. Yes.
we'll just
Have
follow
your
their
cookie man
noses.
mount my dragon.
Yeah.
You have completed the
That's gonna make a really weird hybrid.
quadfacta.
Quadriforce.
Quadriforce, quadfacta.
Quadriforce.
Trifecta, quadfacta.
Quadfecta.
No, it's 5. It's the quinfecta.
Oh, quinfecta. No.
Sight,
yeah.
sound. Oh, we're just missing touch.
Well, that's when they start
Lolly
to
can
eat
go
the-
boop.
That's what.
the rock.
Yep. Yep.
And then when we all do that, Captain Planet shows up.
Lolly bops one on the nose.
Fine.
Soup. All of this, like
No.
they look up. There were 2 of them in this part here, or 2 of them on the path here, and they both look up and they both kind of just like crocodile slide into the water and head across.
Oh, they're good swimmers. I'm so glad we didn't try to swim.
Maple will lean over to wow, brain fart. Lean over to Ninkasi and go, you can just drop Lolly on the shore.
Of course.
I hopefully Hoppy's not hungry.
Oh,
I don't remember the last time I fed her.
I mean, it's fine.
I get it, cookie. You know,
Like the,
It's okay. It's also delicious. So
Path is open.
let's go. We're gonna go.
yeah.
The
And then
Alabaster Smasher is just. You guys are good.
yes.
They're not going to be
With
happy
our
that-
powers combined.
with our powers combined.
Sorry.
like,
They weren't supposed to get up here. I don't know how they would get up here. That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Don't they have wings?
They do not
No.
have wings.
They
Did
cut
swim?
them off.
We did cut them off. They came without wings.
Wait, are they snaky enough for
Assembly required. I get it.
Are they sick
Sorry.
enough for?
animal friendship, snakes only, racial trait?
They're
Ooh,
dragons.
Saturday.
They're very in the dragon family. That'd be a dicey proposition, perhaps.
If it were my call, I'd say no at that.
Yeah.
point.
I was just.
Yeah.
Dragons are not.
I mean, awesome, but.
If
You're welcome
Lolly
to try. I didn't wear my. You can certainly
There you
try
go.
a shirt, but you're welcome to try. You can see how this turns out.
if Lolly met the fate that I'm almost certain they did, I would just I've got Beckon Familiar, so I would cast the Find Familiar spell.
Yeah, oddly
bring
enough,
Lolly
you do
back.
feel like on the way back over the river, you feel like, oh, there went Lolly's head. So, yep.
Not my gumdrop buttons.
Aw.
and yep, and almost immediately crawls out of your pocket. You kind of crawls out of your pocket.
It's kind of mad at me.
It's like Poppy smelled how delicious Lolly was and like gave some sense of what she was feeling because she can share her emotions. So Lolly was getting the impression that she thinks I'm delicious. She thinks I'm delicious. She's slowing down. She's not going to help me. Oh no, maybe I should let her have a little bite. And it got out of hand.
and Hoppy is very satisfied as it like finishes off a leg. Like comes like flies back and perches on your shoulder with a gingerbread leg sticking out of your mouth, out of its mouth.
I'll just put my hand on Nikasi's shoulder, but I can't tell you how happy that makes me.
And from my pocket, just a
It lives.
yeah, it's not a real
Awesome.
cookie.
The
All right,
imp
now what
leans
do we
over
got?
to you, Gossi, and Infernal just whispers, "Please don't feed
never.
Why would your imp not want any food?
me." You all move on.
Forward.
Not going to share.
You get to, and right, the waterfall can't be too far up ahead.
Mhm.
It's quite loud. There's still and you come to a small rope bridge. Not
Another
planks
bridge.
across, not planks, but a rope, like a single rope with the two rope handles stretching across to the other side of the river.
Well, this is just excessive. Do we just?
And Alabaster Smasher just happily just hops on.
I'm just gonna
and
grab
starts
him by the
moving
shoulder and be like, "Is there a secret to this bridge?"
Keep your feet on the rope in the middle.
This is so impractical. But
He
Lolly
doesn't-
woke up.
He doesn't like company. He's kind of crotchety.
So could I just swim across? Is that doable or?
Yes. Roll me a perception check.
All right. Ooh, that's a nat 20 for
Oof.
23. 23.
There is something in the water there.
Oh,
Oh. Yeah, there's water.
There's in the water. There's something. There's something in the water, not too far from the bridge, the middle of the bridge there, and sort of just kind of swimming back and forth a little bit.
Is it a snake?
It is not a snake.
Maple's gonna go
It
across
appears
the
to be
bridge.
large, barrel-chested, large forepaws, and a large tail.
What are the odds you think there's another one of those god drakes in the water?
Probably pretty good.
Near
I don't
absolute.
see
I
any.
see it.
And Alabaster Smasher is looking. I think you're right. I think. Oh, I'm in so much trouble.
Yeah.
So I won't try to swim.
I bet the water's nice. I mean, you could just a little dip.
Maple's gonna go across the bridge.
All right.
Just
Roll me.
impulsive now.
Just roll me a dexterity check, just to see how graceful you are going across a bridge. You can add acrobatics in there if you want to make it look fancy.
It's 6. How does that look?
Lots of slipping. Lots of slipping. The one time you slip
Whoa.
and this kind of dark shadow kind of passes underneath your foot. So Maple's having a heck of a time getting across this bridge, but right to the point where Lolly like climbs out of her pocket and just runs down the rope.
I'm out.
I'm not doing this again.
No,
Lolly.
you do not have my consent.
You make it across with a 6. You do make it across, but it does not look
God.
easy. It does not look easy.
That was really hard, you guys.
I'll kind of edge my way to the front and say, "Ladies first."
All right. Roll me a dexterity check, please.
"14."
14. Gossie almost floats. She just light on her feet, just floats across, more or
I'll
less.
hold my hair when I get to the end.
Flips her, yes.
Ninkasi would follow
What about great ladies?
and just try to walk across.
Dexterity check, please.
All right. This will be good. That was my dump stat.
Woohoo!
That's an 8.
8.
It's better than
Lots of slippery. Like so, right. And Cassie being constantly wet is not helping this time. The rope's already a little damp,
Makes sense.
and right slip, and your foot goes down just as something's passing, and the scaly. Yeah, that's a guard drake.
Oh,
You can feel that. This, yeah.
Oh, I made contact with the guard
Kinda,
rig?
yeah, you kind of slipped, and your foot went in the water as it was going past, and oh, yep, yeah, that's a guard drake. That's for sure.
Oh,
You make it across.
okay.
Keeper. This can't go bad at all.
I don't
Made
want
entirely
to
of
go.
flame.
I choose life. Yeah. So I don't really have a good excuse to do any of the things that I'm about to do. But you described this as slippery. And so, it may not help me at all, but I want to do the equivalent of using prestidigitation to power wash
Sure.
this just slimy wooden thing. Just because.
Yep.
And then
Go
I'm
ahead
gonna
and
go
roll
across.
with advantage.
I will need it because it's only what the dice give me. Okay. To be honest, one was a D12. The other one
Please
was
roll a
two.
D20. Please roll a D20. Okay. One was a 2.
The other one was a 3.
Oh no.
The D12 was better.
That is definitely Gardrake. And your foot is now more or less doused. You are slumped,
Steam.
hanging on.
Yeah.
Your legs are in the water. Steam rising up, and you're stuck. And that was definitely Gardrake. You all see.
I found Fluffy. Can I fix this?
Roll me athletics.
Oh no, I wasn't going to use that.
Okay.
Athletics.
Yes, go ahead and fix it. How are you going to fix
That's
it?
my dump stat. Misty
Okay.
Step.
Just as Maple reaches over and starts to shake on the bridge a little bit.
Misty Step 30 feet that way.
You are
Why
on
didn't you do that before?
the
Just
side.
like flash paper. You know?
Oh no, the Gardrake got him.
I'll just come up behind all of you. Is it horrible?
Indiana
Oh,
Why
Jones.
didn't you just do
Where'd
that
he go?
before?
Where'd he go?
Well, that cost a certain amount of effort that I can't get back.
As you're stamping your feet and the kind of the. All right, you are all across.
Let's
And
keep
little
going.
Alabaster Smash is just wide-eyed. What are we gonna do about the Gardrakes that you sent over to this side?
We don't have to do anything.
Okay, all right.
I
Just
hate
'cause
him
we're-
so much.
Going away from here,
I hate
right?
him. All of it.
There's a short path from here. You can see the Gardrakes are down on this side. The two that you sent across the river have climbed up off the bank and are down maybe 200 feet further down the bank from here. Luckily, there's a short path that leads to what's carved into the side of the building. This large, elaborate stone. I had the word. Large stone. It's a glade of sorts, a small damp side cave overlooking the river. The stalactites and stalagmites the floors and ceiling are covered in various fungi, molds, and mushrooms. A small stone door, almost hidden in what appears to be a fresco in progress. Almost hidden beneath a curtain of mosses. A dim light flickers from the door jamb, and a tray of uneaten food and a picture of something sits next to the door. You can also see tucked neatly away against the wall a few feet away from that appears to be a small bedroll and a small pack.
What's in the pitcher?
Oh, it's this kind of ale made from mosses. He really likes it.
I'm gonna try that.
All right.
I'm gonna try a drink of it.
Really?
It's potent. There's a lot of booze in that.
Flammable.
It still tastes like something that was distilled from moss.
No,
Don't be
it-
greedy, Maple. Let me try.
No, here. Yeah, it's not good.
I'll
Yep.
just be running my finger across the moss and talking about how soft it is, and this is more my style. This is what I want to sleep on.
Arcane
That's the
awareness.
most she's opened up for the entire.
Yeah,
Shit.
Maple's
Yeah.
just like,
She's all of a sudden very talkative.
are you serenading the moss?
As Gossi is talking about what she wants to sleep on, alabaster smashers. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should have done that. That's my bedroll. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Shh. This is about me.
I truly don't understand what is happening here.
Well,
Arcane awareness.
whatever.
Can I see magic here?
That door has abjuration magic on it.
Of course it does.
It does have a handle.
Is the handle coated in
Poison? No.
no in abjuration magic?
Oh.
Like, is it
The entire
Is
door. The entire door.
okay?
So is this the lock? Like you can't get in there?
Yeah, he locked.
Do you have a key?
I left it in there because I was just getting worm root, which is really weird because he doesn't like worm root. So,
Do you have the
really
worm
make it
root?
tell him I didn't get the worm root.
You could just tell him you got the wormwood, so he opens the door.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going with that thought.
Try that.
He'd be mad if I lie to him.
People.
I'll
Have
lie.
Wormroot?
She'll lie. She can look and sound like you. You don't have to lie. She'll sound like you.
I don't.
Of course. Perfect. I mean, I am worried about him.
It's called a white lie. You're doing it for a good reason.
Is that like a white witch?
Absolutely the best version of all of us.
This ale, is it common? Does your master enjoy it very much?
Yeah, he likes it.
Oh, there are some fine notes behind its disgusting bitterness, I must admit.
That's what he says.
Yes. Ah,
He might
he's a
like you.
He is a connoisseur, of course.
It needs sugar.
Or an alcoholic.
That is an
Like
abomination.
a lot more sugar for the yeast to
Okay.
eat.
So I should just knock?
And tell him you have the wormwood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kind of looks at Gossie and kind of takes a step away from her because the moss is kind of half covering the door. And he's going to reach out to the side so he's not near Gossie. And she's measuring the moss and knock on the door.
What's with you and the moss? Seriously.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Master, I've got the wormwood. His voice is shaking like he totally did not sell this. But
Hey, with some gusto.
Maple will just take on their voice
okay,
and say, Master, I've got the wormwood, sir.
totally believable. Nailed it. He's like,
I'm just pointing like, that's directing.
Golly gee gosh, sir.
time goes by. There's nothing. The guard drakes are just munching their way down along the riverbank. No answer. There's appears to be like flickering
You
light
seem to be a
underneath
child. Oh, sorry.
flickering light underneath the door.
You seem to be a child who constantly isn't telling us everything. Is there a secret way into here that you haven't told anyone else and that you would tell us because we want to help your master?
If there is, he didn't tell me. He's probably worried I blab it to some strangers.
Right.
You probably would.
I don't know where he gets that idea from.
Hmm.
I hate him so much.
Okay,
Okay.
So- I can use my green magic elder tongue
Okay.
and talk to the moss.
Okay.
I want to. So Ninkasi's a bit weirded out that Gossi is just sitting there admiring it so much, and then she's kind of like, "What are you doing?" And then checks in with the moss itself to see if there's something going on.
Are you giving consent?
Hey, are you giving consent? Yeah.
Do you need help, Moss? Is this woman bothering you?
Bad touch.
You
Bad
get
touch.
a feeling of just finally the admiration that the moss has been growing towards all these years. It took decades to get into this sweeping curtain. And finally, someone is pausing to appreciate. In fact, there's like a little blooms on the moss.
I'll say
Okay.
that's just as the poets have told about.
Ooh, and I can convey to the moss, my friend quite admires you.
The moss is not like the other two that are inside.
2 inside? I'm asking
Yeah.
after that.
That's get a kind of a feeling of affirmation.
And maybe ask, is there a way in that you know of? A secret way in?
Just kind of waves, basking in the glow of admiration.
Okay, I'll leave you two alone.
I'm just about ready to blow this door apart. If anybody has anything better to say, I am going to blow this. And halfway through that sentence, I'm going to destroy this door for real. I am tired of all of these games.
Do not damage the moss.
Why?
I could give a crap about your moss. You have your touchy-feely moments somewhere else.
Is it tasty? Maple's gonna pick some.
Blue
and eat
flame,
it.
by the way.
Alabaster Smasher is like, games? Do you know some good games?
Yeah, it's called Catch, and I throw TNT.
Alabaster, focus
this-
yourself, young man. Is there a way in or not?
Yeah, the door. It's locked.
Why is
Knock
the door
on the
closed?
door.
He locked me.
Alabaster, I have just communicated with this lovely moss here, and it says that
Totally believes you.
there are 2 people inside
There was
this
just my master, and he kicked me out. And he locked the door.
laboratory. No,
Unless
there's
someone
2.
came while I was doing the wormwood, but I've been here every single night after that.
Do you have any explanation for such a claim? 2 people. Why would that be?
No, there weren't. It was just me and him. And then he just sat up. We were working on these jade bowls. Well, he was working on the jade bowls, and I was mopping his brow, and I was sweeping. And then
I'm
he told me
afraid
that I
you
needed to-
don't have a good sense of what's going on. There is another person in there.
Does the Stonecutter have any enemies?
No, everybody likes him. Well, except the grumpy people.
Who are the grumpy people?
Well, like the people who want him to do things for cheap. But they're not. I don't want to call them enemies. Just turns them away.
Where does this moss come from?
I don't know. It just grows there. Looking at it.
Does it goes up the wall?
Yeah.
Is there like
There's no ledge or anything.
there's no ledge or anything? It's just
Can I try the door?
Yes. Roll me an intelligence check. You don't even have to roll me an intelligence check. Like it's like you grab it, it's not even rattling. So probably
It's like a
some
wall.
sort of guard or ward or something on it.
And using, you said before, my arcane awareness, it's abjuration. Do I get a sense of
Probably a
What
lock
is-
spell.
right? But do I get a sense at all of, I guess the focus, the foci of what is creating the lock of the spell? Like just for on this side of it to see working around it.
The door.
The door.
The door.
All right, I once again say truly, this door needs to come down unless somebody has something better because I am getting annoyed.
I'm going to make a minor illusion of the moss so that a little like mossy face kind of and with claws kind of come out looking threatening at the
At
keeper.
me?
I don't. So, right, and the moss is not attached to the door. The moss is just
Right.
hanging in a
Just
curtain in front of
It's-
it.
the whole
I'm
door
gonna-
is magic.
Just gonna make a little roll. Okay. I'm just going to gently, looking at Gossi, grab some of the moss and be like, "I get it. This is important. Produce flame."
I
It
thought
goes
I
up.
liked you last session.
And then the flames turn back to blue again. I can't stand for this. We need in, focus on the problem.
Is the whole door magic?
Yes, the whole door is magic. All of this is locked by
What about-
magic.
I would
What if-
like to have Hoppy poke about and see if there's any like little niche or anything different
what if-
out of the ordinary that maybe give us
I'm
a.
sorry, Gossi.
What about the hinges?
It swings
They are locked.
inside. It swings in.
Huh.
So the hinges are on the inside.
No.
I can help douse the moss flame out because I'm all
Yep.
wet.
Yep.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah, nice.
I have an idea.
Hopsy is not finding anything. This appears to be the only entrance here in this area.
I'll say the password. Bella.
Speak, friend.
Right, you said that there was some looked like a fresco started behind the moss. Can we
Yep.
examine that more?
Yep. It appears to be just various stages of carving and stone carving and famous stone carvers, all gnomish throughout the ages.
All right.
How thick is this wall? Maple will ask the apprentice.
I don't know, like a foot and a half. Not very thick.
Maple will try to. Are there bricks?
Nope.
Are there
it's
stones?
solid. It's a solid. It's a carved.
Okay.
The door is
So-
carved into a stone cavern wall.
Okay, you let me know if I can do this. I have a hex called Sweet Tooth.
Yep.
So I can make anything sweet. As an action, you can touch a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried by another creature that
Yep.
can fit within a 1 foot cube and transform it into an edible candy.
We'll
Can
eat
I-
our way through.
Can I do that with like a 1 foot cube of this
Just to like
wall?
make a hole next to where the
Yeah.
hand would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm gonna do
How does
that.
Maple? Does she just like kind of touch it and just kind of make it into like
Yeah,
a-
so basically they're gonna take their hand and they're gonna
Okay.
start drawing and like it's gonna start like frosting essentially. It's gonna start piping all over
Oh,
until
nice.
it's like a gingerbread house looking chunk. And then we're gonna take it out
Yep.
and we're gonna hand it to someone, whoever's
I-
standing next to them.
I was hoping for how many licks does it take to get 1, 2,
3.
3.
Yeah,
Um,
you totally.
And I'm gonna look in there.
That looks
There's
good.
a bar on the door.
Mhm.
Touch that next.
can
Touch that
can I like pull it to unlock the door
So
from the
You
inside?
pull it, and like you undo the lock,
Yeah.
and the door still does not move in any way, shape, or form. But you can kind of peer in there. There's nothing's moving that you can tell in there.
Well,
Make
the
another
door
hole.
won't move.
However,
Make a way.
Make another hole.
from outside of what you can
Maybe the key.
hear, from what you can hear, you as you're doing that, as you're, oh, I don't see anything. There's nothing moving that I can tell. You do hear some coughing.
Can I send Ember
coughing
to the
now.
hole to go check out?
Yes, you can send
Yeah.
them to the hole to check out.
I
Yep.
see the keys.
I think
Yeah,
I'll
that's
send
kinda what I
Hoppy
was
through
thinking.
too.
Send Hoppy through. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
See if
I'll
we can
ask
find a way to
Alabaster,
open.
what does your master look like?
Kind of old.
Old. What is
So
he
30
normally
and above.
wearing?
Like his apron and his clothes.
Apron. Okay.
Close.
Thank you.
Like a human person.
Mm.
Definitely.
No,
That's-
no, he looks like me. He's a gnome, like me. He's not.
Mhm.
He's not a human.
Correct.
Yeah,
You
no,
do
he's a
all
gnome.
look very similar.
Yes.
He looks way different than me.
You all
All right,
taste
so you
the
sent
same.
Ember. You sent Ember and Lolly
I caught
Taste.
that.
and Lolly
Yeah, I caught that.
and Hopsy through. Are you
No,
sending?
Lolly stays.
Oh, Lolly stays. Are you sending the imp through?
I'll send the imp through, not to look, just to look and see who the two people are.
All right. Roll me perception checks for your familiars, please.
All right.
Gotta look up my familiar.
That's why I didn't send Lolly, because I
17.
didn't.
20, 23 for Hoppy.
23 for Hoppy. Okay.
If anybody wants to eat some of that gingerbread, they should do it quick because it's going to turn back to stone really quickly.
18 for Ember.
Hoppy is pretty sure there's somebody else in here, but then there's definitely an old man coughing in a bed. This bed next to on the far side of the wall. But Hoppy just has the feeling that there's another presence in here in some way, shape.
So, right, Hoppy has keen senses, so I already did that. Advantage on perception checks.
Looking around, Ember's looking around, not seeing any key.
Nothing to about the door.
No.
Okay.
It appears to be an arcane lock.
Okay.
I'll have Hoppy is sending the pictures back of what she sees, so I'll have her go like protect the sick looking gnome
Okay.
and
All right.
check to see if he's wearing an apron, I guess.
Oddly enough, yes, he does appear to be wearing an apron, even in
Okay.
bed. It's almost as though he kind of just stumbled over into the bed and just kind of fell onto the bed and kind of pulled the covers over, and he's kind of hunched and coughing. Look very, very pale, right? Alabaster Smasher is right, kind of grayish skin tone, very pale, and it's coughing up. It's kind of spittle. It's kind of grayish spittle as he's lying there.
I'll describe that to Alabaster.
He
Your
looks
master
just
looks very-
just stricken, just heartbroken.
and there does seem to be
Shaking.
another person in there.
He's shaking the door. Can you do this? Can you do that to the door? Can you make a hole in the door with the?
Not if it's magic, but I can keep doing it to the wall and keep taking out like 1 foot cube chunks as we talk, and until there's I think, yeah, until there's a big enough hole for us to walk through in the wall. So just,
He's
gingerbread
usually he's
toss.
kind of waiting,
Gingerbread toss.
kind of waiting. Let's see anybody else is
Gingerbread
doing anything during this
toss.
time.
Gingerbread.
What did my imp find out?
Sorry, say it again, Gossi.
What did my imp
Easy.
find out?
Oh, your imp was going in. Okay, and your imp rolled a what on the perception?
17.
17. What were you sending them looking for? A second person, or not seeing a second person in any way, shape, or form? Let's see. Imps have dark vision. Blah 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 blah. I think that's
Devil's sight.
And what's the devil? The devil's sight is dark
Magical
vision, even in
Yeah, it
magic.
goes through magical darkness as well as.
Not seeing anything. Not seeing a key. See the old man on the bed. There are on the workbench. You can see like tools were scattered and something was recently worked on, or at least nothing's been cleaned up since Alabaster Smasher abandoned his post and was not cleaning up after his master. So he was working on something. It looks like.
I'll whisper to the imp to grab whatever has been worked on.
He's looking around. Does not see any finished item on the workbench. Just a lot of shards and chips, like obsidian chips. Okay. So Maple is busy taking out bricks of
Gingerbread.
and he's just kind of Alabaster is just kind of just waiting, just
You have to get out of the way or your hand is going to stop. You don't want it. Gingerbread.
I'm just really worried
Yes.
about him. He doesn't. She said that he doesn't look good. So Like
Can
he's
I-
gonna, as soon as you get a
What's-
opening, are you gonna let him through? Because he's
Well,
really
is
antsy
this
to get
kid
in.
for real? Like, what kind of vibe is this kid really giving off?
Roll
like,
me an
he's-
insight check.
He's
Please.
being a little pushy, and Maple's not about that.
Roll me an insight check, please.
All right. Okay. 16.
He seems to be on the up and up. He's just really worried about his master.
All right. Okay, I understand.
And now
you're
that he
worried,
knows, now
but-
he knows for sure that he's sick. Like he wants to crawl in there and go.
Okay. Listen, I know you're worried, but I don't want to turn your. Well, I mean, I guess I could turn your head into gingerbread, but it would be really hard to keep going. Chunk, bro. Chunk. Until there's a big enough, like, I guess it would 1, 2, 3. Could we do like a, I don't know, 2 by 3? So like 6 chunks.
Yep.
Okay. Would that be big enough for? Yeah, that'd be big enough for us to go through, right?
Yeah. Yep. Just
Okay,
bend
we can
over
go
and
in
crawl
there.
through. Yep.
Yeah. We'll go in there.
Are you gonna?
Can I have-
He's like just waiting. He's looking at you like he doesn't
No,
want to
like,
get his head
go-
turned in.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him go first.
Scrambles through. You see him immediately. Those with familiars inside, you see him immediately. He immediately goes to his master and looks at Topsy and just it's Topsy. Master, how are you? How are you? Okay? Do you want some soup? What would you like? Do you want some? What can I do for you? And he's just. The rest of you follow in.
Not yet.
Okay. Are you just kind of You're just kind of peering in.
Yeah.
Well,
I want
all right.
Hoppy to like fly around the laboratory and keep looking for the second presence.
All right.
I'll enter.
All right. Gossi enters.
And I'm gonna bolster Hoppy with dire familiar.
All right.
Nice.
Hoppy smash.
The
You
swole
would-
pseudo dragon.
You wouldn't like me when I'm hoppy.
If they've been in there for a minute without anything,
Yeah, he's
Too
just
terrible
helping.
happening to them.
Nothing terrible seems to be happening.
yeah, Maple will go in there then.
All through. Okay.
Yeah.
Keeper.
Ember is going to go up in a flash of flash paper
Okay.
and go invisible.
Okay.
And maintain that with its concentration.
Okay.
And then from the outside of the door cookie opening, I'm going to go unseen.
All right.
And I'm going to maintain that every action.
Okay.
I'm going to come in, but
Oh, you are
Just
sliding in. Okay.
just
Roll me
coming in
a-
and then
Stealth
Maintain.
check to see.
do I get advantage being stealthed? Because I did it outside and then I'm slipping.
Yeah, this is gonna be more of a right. It's not so you're totally unseen. It's just gonna be a matter of right. How quietly you step in.
No,
is what
yeah,
I'm rolling.
that's why I'm
So,
asking. Because
yep.
like normal invisibility is advantage, but I'm just
Right,
asking.
that's normally on sight, I would think. But yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage.
It doesn't matter. I'm just
Yep,
asking.
We'll
you.
say that you've practiced this one. So yes.
Sure.
Being very
If this is
careful.
one of the hexes. This is the one of the
Yep.
hexes. Okay, so stealth. Yeah, it'd be good if I had taken that. So no proficiency, just a 19. Not just, but it's a 19. But
That's a nice
you know.
roll. It's a nice roll.
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm not talking
Right.
down to my 19.
Yep. That's fair. That's good. All right. So everybody's inside now, if I remember right. Yes.
Nope.
I'm
Oh.
just inside.
Ninkasi will just kind of sit on the wall. She'll have a spear ready for if anything just jumps out of the hole,
Okay.
pretending like guarding. But she's sitting there seeing through Hoppy, so doing her part inside,
Yep.
but also just kind of standing on the wall, drinking and pretending to guard the hole,
Got it.
or half-assed
something up.
guarding the hole.
Quick. Just a moment. Sorry.
And probably chatting up the moss while she's out there. Hey, what do living things do around here for fun?
Where was that? All right, thanks. Okay. So those of you inside and with familiars inside can hear the old man muttering to himself, the old gnome muttering to himself as Alabaster smashes. Master, can I help you? Black box, the black box. What could I do? What could I do? So terrible. And he's just muttering this over and over to himself.
Does that make sense to an insane person?
I'm pretty sure he's talking about a black box.
I think he's talking about a black box, you guys.
Roll me a investigation check.
That's a natural 20. Plus
There's
nothing.
all sorts of black shards
Freaking
and
insane
bits and
people.
stone on the workbench.
Oh, the
obsidian
you
shards.
guys. He was making some sort of black box out of this obsidian, I bet. So terrible. Was it bad work? No, it's the master stone.
Black box.
So where's the black box?
Sorry, say it again, Stace. We lost you.
I'll look for a black box.
Got some sort of weird feedback there when you move.
I'll look for the black box.
Roll me an investigation check, please.
I rolled an 18.
You do not see any black boxes on any of the shelves or under the workbench or under the bed or anywhere. Right? Checking.
I'm gonna just touch the air
Okay.
in case it's invisible.
Not finding anything so far. Alabaster Smasher looks up. Does the message help? Is the message going to help him?
Well, I can't
You had a
open
message
it.
for him, right?
Here, I'll
Actually, you pull it out.
Give him the message.
And now you can open, and the
Oh,
the
yeah.
strings start sliding now.
cool. What does it say?
What are your languages again?
Common, celestial, sylvan, and infernal.
I have no idea.
I have no idea what this says. I'll pass it around. Like, hey, can anybody else read
Remind
this?
me the languages for keeper and for. And we'll
Common,
say.
Elvish.
Go ahead. Yep. Go ahead. Common Elvish.
Common, Elvish, Primordial, and Sylvan.
Thank you. Not Hopsy.
Hoppy.
Hoppy. Hoppy just kind of glances over. What languages does?
Okay. So Ninkasi knows Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Infernal.
No, don't recognize any of those. Lassie?
Elvish Goblin.
Nope.
Can you read it to the apprentice? No,
The message? You're gonna trust
Yeah.
me to read the message?
just look at it and see what it says. It's just paper.
Are you
I think.
Are you holding it, or are you gonna hand it over to him?
I'm holding it.
He kind of angles a little bit. It says, and he's reading very slowly. It is not your fault. You could not have known. Rest in peace, old friend. And then there's a signature. It's really hard to read.
Does the signature look like the same kind of language, or is it?
Tragedy, death thistle. And all of a sudden, the old man reaches up and he grabs Alabaster's hand. And he breathes out a sigh. And the hand just goes limp and falls to the.
He's dead now.
Death Thistle again.
Who what?
That death thistle that you meant was at 7th.
That was in the future. Do you see the future?
But don't
However,
remember-
you do recognize death thistle is a
Death Thistle.
famous witch.
Is that a black witch? Black magic?
She is a tea
That's-
witch of course.
Tea.
Color.
There's tea. There's
That's why she wanted us
food.
to sit and drink her tea.
Oh, but that was before and after. That was
No,
after.
that was in the future.
After 4.
After 4.
So I think we've delivered our message. We can go now. Because he's got the message, but he's dead. So
Is the jade
Alabaster
bowl we
Smasher is
spoke of
weeping.
there? Is it still there?
is this uncomfortable?
The jade bowl. Yes. Are you're leaning in and asking this?
I'm just yelling it through the hole. Yeah.
Oh, Maple will look around for a jade bowl.
Yeah, there's a couple nice jade bowls on the.
No,
Oh,
because we pocket them.
so sad. I would much like to have one, and would happy see that.
Oh, look, there's one, and I'll take one of them out. And
Lovely.
Keeper, roll
So-
me in a dexterity savings throw, please.
I'm invisible.
Keeper, roll me a dexterity savings throw, please.
I'm invisible. It's not amazing.
Mm.
It's a 10.
You barely manage to keep on your feet as something bumps into you. Curses in Goblin, whoever speaks Goblin.
no.
Mm.
Can I
No.
reaction grab onto that?
Roll me an athletics check.
Oh, that one. That's the one you're going to go with.
Hey,
No.
oh,
I rolled a 4. That's a 2.
Something flails off of you and starts scrambling out the hole in the wall behind you.
Something's coming out the hole.
Ooh, I got it. I'll poke my spear into the hole as I hear any
Ooh.
cue.
Roll me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
It's a nat 1 that goes in my leg.
I had a nat 20 and a 19. Lovely.
Ooh.
Nice.
So that's plus 3, 22.
Yeah, you sink the spear into something,
Mhm.
and there's cursing. Roll me a strength check just to see if you hold onto the spear.
Wait, do I
Okay.
recognize the goblin language from before when
It sounds very much like the goblins chattering.
Oh,
At the camp.
okay.
Yes.
That sounds like goblin.
The strength check was a 13.
All right, you managed to hold onto the spear as it's almost wrenched out of your hands as something, and you can see, like now that you know, like there's blood spraying everywhere, running towards the river,
Hmm.
and there's a loud splash.
Oh,
Oh, in the river.
In the river. Small splash, but a loud splash.
Okay.
And you see a big shape, half surface, and head that direction.
Okay. Well, that
I
seems
think
to
that
be,
problem will.
that seems to be resolving itself.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. That problem will take care of itself. What is that horn?
And the horn is stopped.
Oh, good.
That's probably not.
Fine, I'm sure.
Alabaster Smasher's wife. Thank you for delivering the message.
You're welcome.
I think you should probably go before they come back from the. If they set the alarm, then the drakes are probably all rounded up. Thank you for helping me, trying to help my master.
Sorry he died.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, so will you be able to take over for him?
I don't know. I can't fill his shoes.
No, your feet are much smaller than his.
Does anybody
Well-
have anything as you're in the depths of the Deep Moon colony, as we're closing on, zooming out of this scene? Anything that anybody would like to do or say in a closing?
I will ask if I can take a patch of moss to grow.
Yep, please
Thank you very
What
much.
are you going to ask the moss itself?
Yes.
Oh, I can translate.
That's probably who
between-
she was actually talking to versus
Right.
Alabaster Smasher.
So the moss is okay with that.
The moss gives its consent.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
No,
I'm
just-
sorry. Keeper has something? Okay. Or Alistair, one of the two of you.
A green flame
Okay.
as the two unite. Once everybody has left because they've been maintaining invisibility,
Okay.
they're going to appear in just a mirage of heat and fire in front of the child.
Okay.
Your master is gone. There's nothing left for you here. Let me take you somewhere that is much safer.
This is my home.
I'm going to grab the child and cast Inflict Wounds.
Oh.
I hate this child so much, and we both agree he can't exist.
Okay.
And that is where that
sucks the life out through his hands and falls to the ground. And we will zoom out of the cavern.
And Maple's still sitting in the corner, just goes, "Oh, he's with his master now."
right. No, that 100%. This was
Wonderful.
not a good place for him. He needed to be with his master. He couldn't learn anymore.
You don't have to explain to me. As they're just shoving like obsidian chunks
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
just
random
I
stuff.
feel like we might actually get along better than I thought. Like, you were really annoying, but there's a darker side to you that I can get along with.
We might as well
And
take
zoom
all
back.
of this artisan's items. Their value is sure to increase
I mean,
now.
for real, is everyone still here? Because if we are, like, let's just do this.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it'll fade out as we're like looting this
Yep.
whole place.
Yep. Someone snuck in, took
Everyone
advantage of poor
cackles.
Alabaster Smasher.
Yeah, and she's petting the moss.
He even took the moss.
We must help his craft live on. It's such excellently crafted items.
Is it like catnip for Gossie?
It's something that she read about in poetry, and it's just like this inspiring thing. Like
Yeah.
if you saw, the
Mhm.
majesty of mountains and
Okay, so it's just like a curtain
ocean.
of moss, like the way it was
Yes.
growing was.
Okay.
it's like elegant
Yeah.
and
You're a Toreador. Got it.
I love it.
Many treasures lie beneath the earth under the sands of time. I am truly glad we did not join them today.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Does anybody want more gingerbread?
Chris? Chris?
Chris, you are so patient.
Thank you all for joining us. And for
Yeah.
those who are watching us and future viewers, thank you very much. Again, this was an awesome compendium from Mage Hand Press, this Complete Witch, the definitive
Yes.
guide.
The definitive.
Definitive.
Yes, the definitive. Make sure, we made that mistake. These characters are fascinating. I had no idea how, what, where, when y'all would do anything. So y'all delivered. Thank you. It was a
Hey,
lot of
good
fun.
little one shot. I liked it.
Yep.
Yes.
You succeeded. You delivered the message. All you had to do.
I finally got to be a complete witch. Thank you.
Yay!
Yay! We got
And,
clip.
and I'll be honest, I feel like we killed a lot less things than we could have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's it. We will see you next Friday. Don't forget the Monsters of Roll shop out at Redbubble. Go check that
Yeah.
out. I'm
Woo-hoo.
trying to restrain myself. I've got a lot of things favorited, but yeah. there's a lot of it turned out really, really cool. So
I just
Yeah.
can't wait till they all get here because I'll be buying things.
that's it.
All right.
So with us, as always, for our one shots, or as for our one shots,
Mick playing Ninkasi today.
Scott playing the Keeper / Alistair.
Catherine playing Maple.
Casey playing Gossie.
And Chris playing the loyal opposition. Thank you, everybody. Have a good
Thank
evening.
you.
Take care.
See you next time, future people.